welcome back. Casey here with Maxaroma, your #1 destination for fragrances on the low. Now today we are reviewing a actually budget-friendly fragrance, Reyane Tradition Insurrection Gold by Reyane Tradition, and this fragrance is pretty cool actually. I was pretty impressed with the overall performance of this fragrance, but also the scent itself. Now I personally do not usually enjoy fougere oriented fragrances. I like orientals to a certain extent. However, fougeres are not my favorite category of fragrance notes. However, this one is a little different. I had a pleasant experience with this fragrance, even though this is suited for fall winter, and in Texas where I do live, we have about like maybe a month of fall and a month of winter time, so you can barely use the fragrances in those categories. However, this fragrance in this current Texas weather is quite pleasant. I had a very interesting experience with this fragrance trying this out. The overall scent is something of a mix of grapefruit and blood orange, as well as spice notes and floral notes. Basically, that's the whole experience you're going to get from this fragrance. It's pretty linear in terms of what the scent is, as well as the breakdown of that scent. However, there is much more notes, as I have discussed the overall notes in the first impression video. However, the initial and overall scent that you're going to smell from this fragrance is basically a coating of amber as the base note with some slight woody notes. In the mid notes, you're going to get that beautiful but also pretty consistent and linear floral note, as well as the spice notes. And in the top notes, you're going to get those spice notes as well. You're going to get the whole ensemble basically in the top notes. So that's why I kind of say it's a linear, just straightforward fragrance, because you don't feel that transition into the top, middle, and base notes. It's kind of just all there. So if you like that kind of fragrance, or if you don't mind, this is a wonderful fragrance. I definitely enjoyed the smell overall. The scent is phenomenal in terms of a overall general smell that you're going to be smelling throughout the day. It's very, very nice. Now, in terms of longevity, I got about 7 to 8 hours of longevity for this fragrance. Now, I was expecting less than that, to be honest, for a eau de toilette, but this definitely impressed me with longevity as well. Now, in terms of projection, I got about 1 feet of projection. Now, I think if you were to, I sprayed this only 2 times to the back of my neck side here on the left and right side of the necks where the pulse points are. Now, if you were to spray a little more and possibly on your clothing, I think this would definitely push the 1 feet to 2 feet range of projection, but more than that, I wouldn't get your hopes up. Now, in terms of seasonal use, fall winter is the best time to use this fragrance because of the floral notes and the spice notes. These are best suited for these fall winter time, or this fragrance is best. These notes are best suited for fall winter time because they take a little, I would say, more time to develop, and the heat would definitely make them smell way off from what they are meant to smell. Now, in terms of the recommended settings to be using this fragrance, I would probably stay away from like bars, honestly, from like out, I would say close quarter bars if you're in a very crowded area or something like that. But in terms of a outdoor bar or like a patio, even like a date, work, or like a brunch or lunch, this would be quite nice for that kind of setting, even though I am specifying this for fall winter and outdoor activities are usually less in that time depending on the climate you live in. However, this would still be suited for, you know, outdoor activities if you can enjoy those in the climate that you live in. Now, that's all that we have for Reyane Tradition. This is Insurrection Gold Reyane Tradition. This is a phenomenal fragrance. I definitely had a good time trying this fragrance out. I did not know of this brand before trying this one out. They do have another Insurrection as well, but I know they're, from the notes that I've compared them to, they're both quite different, and I definitely would lean more towards the gold than the actual original itself. Now, as I said, great performer, projects very nicely. It's a linear fragrance, but for the price point that value that you're getting, it's a great bang for your buck. I mean, honestly, this is a phenomenal budget fragrance that you can get, and it'll be competing with designer class fragrances, in my opinion. Now, that's all that we have for this week's review for Insurrection Gold by Reyane Tradition. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back on Tuesday for another First Impressions, and the next Thursday as well, we'll be reviewing that First Impression fragrance. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies high.